After the 2016 severing of diplomatic ties between Iran and Saudi Arabia, it took 5 years for the two regional powers to decide to sit down at the negotiation table. Iraq-mediated negotiations lasted more than 18 months with no clear progress. In April 2022, a final round of talks was held in Baghdad with no agreements reached.
In March last year, China's efforts to restore formal relations between the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the Islamic Republic of Iran resulted in the historic agreement by the two countries to resolve disagreements through dialogue and diplomacy.
Under the Beijing-mediated agreement, Tehran and Riyadh said they would reopen embassies within 2 months and implement past cooperation agreements. Angry protesters attacked and set fire to the Saudi embassy in Tehran in 2016, and the building has still not been restored. Riyadh now has a temporary embassy inside a hotel in the Iranian capital. After last year's agreement, Iranian authorities said the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia would invest in the country's economy.
If
Beijing can mediate further, the two countries can define clear economic benefits in their new era of relations, and I think that would be very beneficial.
One of the main demands by Iran is the resumption of the Hajj for Iranians. Although flights for the religious pilgrimage have still not resumed, both Iran and Saudi Arabia are engaged in talks for them to pick up again.
As long as fundamental differences between the two countries are not solved, we cannot be optimistic about the future of ties. I'd say Iran's failure on the Hajj pilgrimage is related to other fundamental issues.
Israel's war on Gaza has also thrown a spanner in the works.
The two countries have almost the same position on the necessity of ending the war in Gaza, but they have different approaches toward the Israel-Hamas war.
After the Beijing brokered agreements, the Iranian private sector had high hopes in accessing new markets in Saudi Arabia. The Arab country is also interested in making investments in Iran's oil industry. Apart from anticipated economic cooperation, analysts say the most remarkable outcome of the Iran-Saudi agreement so far is reduction of regional tensions and a stable political relationship between the two countries. Ehsan Keivani, CGTN, Tehran.